What's up, guys? It's Tom here, and you're listening to the General Shizzel Podcast, Episode 5. What's up, guys? You're listening to the General Shizzel Podcast here, and hope you enjoyed the last episode of Skyrim, and if you didn't, well, welcome back to normality. And today, for us, we have the Ross Chapman.
What's up, brats?
And we have Luke Davis.
Hi, guys.
I don't know what that was all about. And Adam Wilson.
Hello. Well, I am still eating.
He's still eating. And today, we thought, because I watched Lost at the weekend for the first time, and I just thought, wow, that's quite interesting, just waking up on a beach with a group of survivors, and just like, yeah, that seems rad. So what we're going to be asking our guest today is, what would they do if they were in a similar position to like those people in Lost? So I think we'll start off with Ross over here. So Ross, please tell the ladies and gentlemen out there what you would do.
Well, I've often thought, I've always liked the jungle and that, quite a nice little bit of scenery, and I thought I'd love to become the legend that is Tarzan, swinging around the trees going eventually I'd probably come across
Are you sure that's Tarzan, not Chewbacca?
Yeah. Maybe both.
Yeah.
I mean, also,
to greet people, you just go
and I'd probably end up taking some mushrooms or something, and end up probably shagging some sort of monkey that I think's Jane off the series, and then see what comes out of that. Really?
You think is Jane? You've been.
Yeah, probably. I mean, and then that might, and then the baby that comes off that will probably grow up and go as well. So it'll be like a combination of Tarzan and Chewie, like you said. So
and
maybe.
What would the other survivors think?
I thought
of you going round going and shagging monkey. What on earth would they?
I'd probably just hunt them down like Predator, like get a bow and arrow, shoot him in the face.
I think he.
We'll move on.
Yeah. I mean,
I've watched too many Survivor things,
it's like,
and I just love.
So you'd actually turn against your own species and start hunting them.
I assumed I was just on this island on my own originally. I didn't realise there was anyone else. I thought it was just me on the island on my own. I thought, well, burn some time, swing on a rope, shag a monkey.
Well,
as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll move on from
obviously,
from Tarzan shagging monkeys to Luke. So Luke, if you were in a similar position.
It all depends on the island you're lost on. I mean, if it was sort of your typical desert island with,
desert island
beaches
discs.
all sort of around the outside, a bit jungle, and then sort of a volcano rising out the middle, which I'm presuming it is.
He's actually thought about this.
I'd, make camp, make a base sort of area, where I'd have a bed, a bit of shelter, maybe somewhere near a nice cave.
A nice little cave to to do all your stuff in.
Stock up on food, then
Would you have a football friend?
I'll see what I can do with
a friend, football friend.
Yeah, I mean, if there's more than one person, sure, we could probably.
Well, no, I actually meant in the terms of Castro having a football as a friend.
Wilson style.
Yeah, Wilson style.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a football washed up on the island with me.
Wilson!
And then, just once I got my food and my shelter,
I'm done. Would you try and signal for help?
Yeah, I'd have a fire.
Instead of Ross just going around shagging monkeys, you'd actually try and get off the island.
I'd have like a fire going or something, and then just spend my time chilling on the beach eating berries that are probably killing me.
That are probably just deteriorating your stomach or something. Yeah, why not?
Because you're gonna go out classy.
Go out classy, as if berries destroying your and getting AIDS from it or something.
Yeah. So if there were people, I probably would end up trying to copy the series of Lost. But I assumed originally it was just me on my own, and I'm having to try and improvise fun activities for me to do on the island.
And you thought, Bang a monkey.
Yeah, that sounds.
Well, if there's there's the deprivation of no people to shag, so I'm sort of stuck with whatever living things are on the
Find a
island.
hole in a tree.
How about just not having sex? How about just not
To be
doing
fair,
that?
it probably
Too
would.
hard for
If in real life I was put on it probably would be like the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
What am I going to shag to?
What am I going to shag tonight? All that.
There's a coconut there.
Yeah. All that looks good. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Wilson.
Well, yeah. Adam.
Well, I think I'd just like, I don't know, a little sunbathe if I woke up. I'd be there like, seems pretty nice, just chillax
Catch
a
up
little
on
bit,
your tan.
Yeah.
go for a swim, go to the tribe, proclaim myself God, the usual things.
Yeah.
Climb to the top of the volcano, build
White
a
man.
nice
God.
Me, God now, you, old wife.
Even men, wife.
I'd kidnap all the beautiful maidens from the local villages that would be outside.
Kidnap.
Yeah, because I, you know.
This is turning into a bit of Black and White too, I think, it is, instead of Lost.
And then you just, casually pass Ross.
I'd
You've
make
got your
them,
beautiful
Harry.
woman.
You got your
Ross
beautiful
is there,
woman,
like, next to you, just with a monkey.
With
Just
my-
going doggy.
Just going at it, going
It's
at
one of
it.
the ornaments of your house now. It's there for entertainment. You'd be like, you shag
Wait,
monkey now.
for entertainment.
I don't know why I've lost all sense of grammar at this point. I've just become like really degenerate. Who, you, shag monkey. Who, you, blowjob. You, sandwich. Could you please give me a sandwich, my fair maiden?
It's like, I found none of these guests know, but I have a little surprise for them.
Oh no.
And in the way, and then, so what I've done last night, I
Thought
thought
about plug in?
no, and Luke likes that. He's struggling to, he's struggling to cope there.
I'm gonna let you guys see what I did last night.
Oh God! Out! Get out! Get out! Yeah. Well, it's not as exciting as that, but I watched and then I thought, how could I make these guys look like complete idiots? And I thought,
Shit.
by doing a quiz, but not a standard quiz, a quiz of general ignorance. As I watched QI last night and I thought, wow, those questions are good. I wonder if any of our guests know.
I won't get any of them.
So,
I'll be pretty good. I don't know any generals.
so
pretty ignorant.
for your first question, how many moons does the Earth have? We'll start with Luke's answer. He's taking a bit of a while. This is one of the biggest silences I have ever heard.
I think that was a cough-hidden one coming from Luke there.
Was it a 1, Luke?
I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no.
Well, you have to. It's a quiz.
It has as many as it has. Adam's answer.
All right.
Zero.
So Luke's copped out, and so how many would you?
I'll say 0.
Adam will say 0, and Ross.
If the answer isn't 1, then whoever said whatever the answer is talking bullshit.
Well-
I'm gonna go with 1.
Mind you,
Well,
Stephen
I can
tried to
tell
me
you-
anything
I can
and
tell
believe
you-
him.
You're all wrong.
Yeah.
It's 2.
There is 2 moons that the Earth have. Well, obviously, there's one called the Moon, which is obviously the one which is made of cheese, and there is a second one called Cuithme, which is
Welsh,
which
isn't
is
it?
Cuithme. I'm from Cuithme, and it's like a.
Just down the
so-
road from Bala.
It's from Cardiff, and it's quite far out in Earth orbit, but it does orbit the Earth. It's like an asteroid,
Well, no
I
bullshit.
think,
Never heard of that before.
and it like orbits the Earth like 750 every 750 years or something. I think it's something like that. It's something.
bullshit. Never heard
human-
that
I think
before.
760.
Asteroids sort of blooming go around us more than that. You don't call them being moons.
Well, Ross is not happy. So at the end of question 1, everybody is on 0.
The obvious answer.
In fact, that's very good, Adam. 0 to Luke, 0 to Adam, -1 for Ross. And
I wasn't going to win.
And we will now go on to the second question of when do you open the first door of an Advent calendar? Luke?
What is the in the morning?
No, it's a date, like a date.
A date of an Advent calendar. Well, Advent being the traditional build-up sort of season towards Christmas.
Oh God.
He's saying this in the most Cambridge professor-like way.
That's
He hasn't got a clue. His face
4
is
weeks
completely
before Christmas.
flushed.
4 weeks would be 28 days. 20. I'm gonna say the 28th of November.
28th of November.
How many days is in November? Is it 31 or 30? 30. The 30th of November.
You're going 30th of
No,
November?
30th.
I'm going the 27th. I remember reading something like that in my logbook saying, like, first day of Advent or something. It's a Sunday.
Well, Ross has actually got it right because it is the
Back on zero!
Ross has got it right. It's actually the fourth Sunday before Christmas Day.
This would be the worst
So
quiz
it's-
ever when all the contestants finish on 0 points.
0 points, yeah. So and at the end of that round, it is round. It is Luke 0, Adam 0, and Ross 0.
Yes. That's surprising.
I would say that I'm winning though. In my head, I'm winning.
And now we go to the third question.
Go.
How many legs do an octopus have? An octopus.
I know this one. I'm pretty sure I do. It's 2.
Adam?
Am I bluffing?
Is he
Or am
bluffing?
I just wrong? You decide.
It wouldn't be technically because one of them can like shoot sperm out or something. So would that count?
Excuse me?
They use like one of them for sex or something. Would they count that as like a genital? So would it be like
a genital, like...
Octopus race.
It's just like one of its legs is just a penis, like flying in the ocean breeze, and the other one's a leg. So I'll go for 7. So I'm pretty sure Lukey's got that one.
Ross? How many legs does it
Can't
have?
copy my answer.
20.
It just seems absolutely ridiculous. I've never heard of an octopus having legs, but I'm going to gamble on 5.
So recap. Luke
2.
said 2,
7.
7, 5. For Ross.
Well,
For Adam. And ching for Luke. It is actually because the common answer probably would have been 8,
Or
but
no.
they do not have 8. They have 2 legs and 6 are classed as arms for what they do as like with their one of those one of those 6 arms is actually a dick according to
this is why I
Adam.
don't watch this shitty show. They come up with stupid questions that no one can answer. Unless you
I might make this actually a common thing because Ross seems to absolutely love these quizzes. But at the end of that, Luke is on the lead with 1 point.
Is there a prize?
There might be.
Have to come to his room.
Well, you done very well in that quiz there. In fact, I think you can see how well you done.
We're moving swiftly on. And how do you weigh your own head?
I know this one as well. Can we
But-
get around the other way?
Let me start, 'cause
All right then, Ross. How would you?
I'll chop it off and put it on a weighing scale.
That was my answer.
And Adam?
Is it like how you weigh breasts? Like you put them in water and see how much volume comes out or something?
Excuse me?
That's how they. I watched a documentary.
I thought that's for breast milk. There was some women getting breast milk and their tits are swollen.
So you weigh your breasts to weigh your head?
No, the way it's the same sort of system. Like you gunk your head and how much water's displaced. It's sort of like actually that's a stupid idea because I don't know. Fucking X-rays. X-rays do everything.
So did you say? You say
water displacement? Some sort of
right? Okay.
like that.
Adam. Adam. Luke.
I'm agreeing with Adam. You get a bucket and you
Water
fill
displacement.
it up.
Oh, you can't agree with me. No.
Hold on, yeah, you said
answers.
you can't copy answers to
Why
me.
don't you say with scales and lose a point?
No, because I know this one, and because your head is roughly of the similar density to water in average.
That's bullshit then. I'm taking
put-
Luke's
you
point.
put-
I was going to
you
use
put
his
your-
answer on the last question.
You put your head in the water and see how.
Well, of course, water displacement is the right answer. So Adam and Luke have got a point thanks to that.
You cheated.
Yeah, I didn't get any. I was going to use his answer
Yeah,
on the octopus
it's-
question. I got fuck all.
Shut up, Ross. You lose a point for that.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Ross, you lose a point for the answer of cutting your head. I'm putting it on a scale. It is the most logical thing. How would you weigh it? How would you be able to see it?
Well, I get
First
someone
of all,
to tell me. I don't know.
how?
Anyway.
How you're dead?
We've got 20 seconds.
Well, no, you look at Macbeth.
Unless you
his
get
head
Derek
was still alive.
Acora on the line, I tell you.
No,
be
but
able
what is
to
it?
tell.
Macbeth, when his head got lopped off, he was still sort of mentally alive because he was still sort of for like a few seconds.
And they
so-
kept a chicken alive for like 4 weeks, wasn't it? With no head, because it was
Yeah,
like
it'll
dripping
be
nutrients
possible. Just
through
put some
it.
electrodes to my head or something, and if I can't really
Running around.
listen,
Well, that wasn't the right answer, so
Just
you go back
hey,
to
good
minus
news,
one.
chicken, your head weight.
So at the moment,
I should
it
get
is.
bonus points for talking about boobies.
Yeah,
So
I
at the
agree,
moment,
actually.
Luke is ahead on 2. Adam is ahead.
Head.
Adam is just behind him on 1, and Ross is the
Just
straggler
behind.
with minus 1.
Ah.
And for
I
the
should
end
be
question,
minus 1.
which can give you 5 points.
Making the first 4 rounds completely irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly. What word rhymes with orange?
oh, I've got it.
Ooh,
Door hinge.
go with door hinge. Luke,
There isn't one, I don't believe.
Adam.
If you pronounce it correctly, orange.
Orangutan. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Archery range. If you say archery really fast, like archery range.
Well, I can actually tell you that you are all wrong.
Oh, what shark?
Surprise.
But Luke went for the obvious answer and is deducted a point.
No!
And,
LOL.
and actually, there is only one word that actually rhymes with orange, and that is blorange.
That's not. That is
Door
not-
hinge is better. That's quality.
No.
Blorange.
Door hinge is.
It is.
I'm not accepting that.
It is a town in Wales, and it is the only word
I'm not
that
accepting
rhymes
names.
with
Anyone
orange.
listening, this is bullshit. Those answers are bullshit. All of them have been bullshit.
And for that, Ross gets deducted 99 points. And so, at the end of that, and the end of the game, Luke ends up with a point. Adam ends up with a point.
No, I
and
don't think
Ross-
it's tiebreak.
I don't think he has any more.
Ends up with minus 100. So, thanks for the quiz there, and we will now move on. For our last bit of the podcast, we will now go on to our regular bit of funny ways to die. So we've got Ross here. So, Ross, tell us, what funny ways to die have you found this week?
Well, I found out. Oh, I've just remembered a good one actually. These 2 kids or whatever, somewhere in America, some sort of pisshead kids. They were going off. They were like constantly smoking and stuff. They were like relaxing in like little paddling pools, relaxing. And the other one was always constantly.
I don't like the way this is going, but carry on.
Well,
It's nothing like the
It's nothing
animal
sexual.
orgy guy, is it?
No, it's nothing
Yeah.
sexual. Don't worry.
That's
You
fine.
raped a bear and the bear.
And the bear knocked off his face or whatever.
Yeah, and basically this one, this other kid, basically this one, he kept on asking the other kid for cigarettes, but he always kept on losing them or dropping them in the water, and the other kid got really pissed off. And also they were getting pretty drunk. And the other one, for fun, just thought, well, the other one was the one that kept on asking for the cigarettes or whatever, he passed out. The other one thought, right, I'm going to get my own back on this asshole. So he goes into his garage. I thought, right, he wants some cigarettes. I'm going to shoot them at him. So he gets a load of cigarettes and puts them in a shotgun shell. And basically fires a load, in a shotgun shell, fires a load of cigarettes at this kid's head. And then basically, like, one of them, like, 3 of them go straight into his brain. So funny.
I don't think funny's the
Talk
correct
about
term, but,
Correct.
Talk about a smoking barrel.
Oh, and
They
I
say
think
smoking kills you.
Yes.
So it was just quite funny because one of them actually landed in his mouth as well. So one of them sort of just like hanging out of his mouth, and 3 of them were like sticking out of his head.
Sticking out of his
So then
head.
he was sort of like smoking one of them.
I thought, like, if his friend had passed out, surely the best thing to do would.
Surely he'd go to jail for that.
Well,
Like,
the kid's
Yeah.
dead, so he'd probably get done for
Or
murder.
maybe even put hair removal cream down his pants.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I didn't mean to kill him when I shot him with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just aimed some shit cigarettes at his head.
Shitterettes.
yeah, sure, right.
What were you aiming with? Just a shotgun.
And on that happy note, I think that ends up our podcast. I'd like
I did
to
piss
say,
myself laughing.
I'm glad to say you're the only one.
yeah, you're the only one who's done that. You sick human being. And thank you to Luke.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you to Adam.
Thank you, people.
And no thank you to Ross.
Oh, see you later next week, guys.
And and then see you later from me, and see you next week. And hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Bye.